Hello and happy Monday, everyone. To everyone who sees this in Canada, happy Thanksgiving. This is our Thanksgiving weekend. And to all of my American friends and those that are watching, um, happy Monday. There we go. There we go. So we are here for another daily reading, and this reading is going to be with the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms card deck by Colette Baron Reed. And this is a one card reading. Whoops. And one just decided that they just had they have a lot to say. So I'm just checking to see whether or not this is going to be a one card or whether or not this will be a 3-card pull. And this is for the collective, as always. And so whether or not this reading resonates with you, or whether or not just take what resonates and leave the rest behind, as always. And this looks like, okay, it looks like it is a 3-card reading. Okay. And just always to remind you that with this particular deck, it will appear either in the ally or the challenge form. So, this one here is very good. All right, the Arrow Master. And he arrived as your ally. And so he is talking about hitting the mark, intention, and detachment. Ooh, this is wonderful for a Monday, for starting the week, is that he's talking about setting your intention of what it is that you want. You can't release an arrow if you don't have a target to go to. And it's also telling you that set your intention, release the arrow, as in release it to spirit, release it to your angels, and then be detached from the outcome. And what I mean by that, and what spirit is telling you by that, is that when you set your intention, answer it at the end of your intention, add to it and or more. And the reason why, for an example, I want this business to work out, please show me the direction, or show you, for this week, I want to make these sales calls and I want to complete 4 sales calls. If I don't know why it's business all of a sudden, but that is what is showing me. And then say, and more. And then become detached. Is that you want to set the intention, but you don't want to be so focused on how you believe the result should look. All right. Interesting. So my next card was the Resting Tree, Patience and Stillness. And she came up as a warning, as just something to watch for. And it's funny that she comes up after the Arrow Master, because the message that I got was that in this, setting your intention and then letting the arrow fly. And she's just here to remind you to have patience and stillness, meaning don't try to force it. What you're trying to build, what you're trying to do, stay in stillness Detach from the outcome and just know that the best and the greater good is happening behind the scenes. So it may not look like what it is that you imagined, but it'll be even better. It'll happen, but it'll be even better. And so she's just reminding you just to stay in stillness. There isn't anything else for you to do. Just have patience and wait. And if you're anything like me, the whole having patience part or sitting still and waiting, I totally understand how that is sometimes a little bit harder in the moment to do. Your last card for today is the High Lady of Love and Compassion. And she too arrived as a warning. And she represents reverent. Wow, I cannot speak today. Reverence, kindness, and consideration. And what she is highlighting, what really stood out, is the kindness and showing yourself love and compassion. Is that as you are, setting your intention and truly being clear on what your intention is, and then letting that arrow fly, and then just detach from the result. Let spirit work. Let your angels work. Let the behind the scenes work. And that is where our lady from the resting tree is telling you, just be still. There isn't anything else to do in that intention. Just be still. Be ready. And the High Lady of the Lord, High Lady of Love and Compassion, she's reminding you about being kind to yourself, to maybe exhibit a little bit more self-care as you are waiting, because it's funny, exactly what I just said is just showing yourself kindness in this waiting time, even when it's hard, even when it's a little bit frustrating because you think that there is so much more that you can do. She's just saying, love yourself. Be kind to yourself. This is a time of waiting. All right, that is today's daily reading, and I will see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day. Again, happy Thanksgiving to everyone in Canada, and have a beautiful and blessed